nitty, don't trust you, I'm
It's a nitty beat, bitch.
nitty B on the track. Hallelujah. Hey, is that nitty?
It's in the game. Ohio. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Ollie Rowe.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to boat.
Breaks free, and he just keeps moving. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And the Gators are in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He's got his man. He gets it inside the 25. They'll move the chains. It's a first down. Spot the ball at the 23. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually, keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Here's a give the ball. Runs through the tackle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get those running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on second down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important.
Touchdown, Florida! Makes the grab inbounds!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculate it down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He runs into the end zone on the fake. What a gutsy call to come up with a two-point conversion there. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right. Yard line, good coverage there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed.
There's a crease. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Gators in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Fires to the wideout. Wilson's got it. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And I love the way the receiver works his route on this. He really sets the defender up. He sells like he's going one way, puts his foot in the ground, comes back to the football. Nice job execution.
Handoff for Ball. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like it confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quick completion on the out route. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics and fourth down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the Gators have this offense rolling. Here's to get the ball. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. From the red zone, looking for a man. Scrambling away. There's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Gator! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point was good. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. The run inside. It's Coleman. Makes it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. The quick out. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Arch Madness. Escapes the pressure to his right. Looking for his man in the middle. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy, he's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Here's what I think. Offense is about finesse. It's about, shifts and motions. When you get to be in the goal line area and the field starts to shrink, you better be able to punch somebody in the mouth and get positive yards. Not trickeration, not flip it to a guy with speed out wide, not do something different. You better be physical at the point of attack, move guys out of the way, and run the football.
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Coleman. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The give out of the gun. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Arch to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Arch is going to throw for it. He lofts one down the sideline. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
And I think if I'm a QB...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Hart's going to spin it again. Looking left. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Hard running there. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Gators! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the second half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Longhorns want to move quickly. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Coleman's got it. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. The inside handoff. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Now here's Manning. Quick strike complete. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To throw, Manning. Here comes the heat. He's sacked, and his defense all over it. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to move the stick for Brown. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
Maybe some room here. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. We'll send the tight end in motion. Pulls and fires complete. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Handoff for Ball. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out, but to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's a give the ball. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the play fake. Under fire. It's on target and complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Manning. The throw. He's got it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
And that's a really good job by this offense. I like it, man. Go 5 wide. You can tell right away you got a running back out wide. The corner stays out there, so you know it's zone coverage. He sits down like a wide receiver.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Manning. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Crosses to 40. Caught, and he's got room. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Here's Manning to throw. Hauls it in. Still running at the 35. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
And how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.
Now, here we go. Oh, Lord, what up, man? Temp, what up? Stream Elements, I see y'all. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate y'all. Try to get another win real quick.
This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with Coach Steve Sarkisian before the game. This is a challenging environment, bringing his team in here against a very quality opponent. This has so many implications for postseason, rankings, strength of schedule, all of those metrics. But more important, he knows how hard it is to get a win here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference. And now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level, right? When you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good job to pick up a...
Oh, hell no. They done sent Olo Dolo a motherfucking load to damn Sundown Town at 3 in the morning. That boy going to Franklin County. Oh, no. Hey, Olo, listen, man.
Quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play they pick up here. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger.
Arkansas.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Here they come, facing
Vernon in
3rd
Texas
and long
is
from the
niggas.
40. They'll move the wide receiver.
Mount Vernon is not bad. That is bad.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson.
Well, hell yeah, that boy getting to Texas. That boy taking 30. He taking 30, 20.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys.
Fuck yeah, it's a sundown town. Hell yeah, Mount Vernon? It's 2,000 motherfucking people.
Ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
Yeah, that's Franklin County.
Listen, offensively,
It's not like
Vider,
sundown town, but it's like
a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on.
It's. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be careful out there in East Texas. East Texas is tricky because like there's a lot of black people in East Texas. Like a lot of black people in East Texas, and like what are those like damn, what is that damn off of 45? There's a lot of damn. I got this one city in my head. Oh yeah. It's a little shady. You just gotta be careful. It's just Texas, you know what I'm saying? Like I just know that, like, and I just know that for being a traveler and a truck driver, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, very similar. I'm gonna pull over and get some sleep and shit like that type of nigga. Let me see if I can make this real quick. That shit. Fucking this guy.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but
Mount Vernon, that should be on. That should be on 30. I don't see that. But yeah, just be safe, Olo. You know what I'm saying? Just be safe. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people be safe in Texas. You know what I'm saying? If you're not in the city, you know what I'm saying? You just always got to be safe, especially if you're a trucker. Yeah, just be safe. Be safe. Watch for them state troopers. You know what to do. You'll be all right. But the thing about Texas.
Love to see this on offense early and
hopefully you win it out for real. That's how I've been. I remember, like, I don't know, man. I don't like being in like Dublin. I had to pass through Dublin like a month ago. I had to go to Waco to get my cousin, and I had to like the way I went there is like a usual way that I'm used to. Like I just take 83. Brownwood, you know what I'm saying? It's usual. It's like I'm going to Austin, but instead I just I veer off on a turn and I go to Waco. Man, I came back the 6 route, State Highway 6, and I made my way to I-20. But I had to go through all these little ass towns like Little Italy, Dublin, Comanche. I know. Did we go through Comanche? It's just. All that is just, you know what I'm saying? It's 2,000, 1,000 to 2,000, 3,000 size towns where it's very fucking small. The fucking, you know what I'm saying? Downtown's in the middle of the damn, you know, city. You gotta drive around the courthouse. You gotta drive, you know, slow and shit like that. That shit just so annoying and stuff like that. And then you get the looks. You know what I'm saying? You get the looks. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing here? You know what I'm saying? Even Tim would know shit. Tim from Snyder. And Snyder's big, but even it's a little. You know what I'm saying? You get your ass a little. You can get jammed up down there if you. There's a lot of.
Instead, the offense trying to convert a 4th and short. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Robinson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
So I was just in Snyder. I was just in Snyder. When was I in Snyder? Last week? I gotta take somebody to. Yeah, take somebody to Snyder. Gotta take some work to do to Snyder. But the only thing is, it was I didn't really have any time, or I would have went to post, hollered at your dad and shit like that, and chill. Yeah, that's all you really know. Going to a store, I don't even need to go in the store. I can just sit in the parking lot. You know, you just sit in the parking lot and just be like, ooh.
Nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like
sit in the parking lot once you get in the city limits. But it's not the worst. It's not the worst spot. Like I said, it's not like Biter or Comanche or something like that. So I just don't. I don't fuck with East Texas. I'm not an East Texas person, cause I just know Commerce. What's that other damn fucking? Oh, Hollywood.
He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! Once he got some room, it was over. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Appreciate y'all. I needed that one.
From inside the 5, and the returner will be knocked down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Corsicana, that's what it is. That's that damn town is Corsicana.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs we've seen in the country. We're used to seeing him push the pile. All
this all this boundary play.
He goes out of bounds.
Let me man up. His boundaries. He trying to run boundaries. He don't want to do nothing else.
I love the play call on the RPO because the ball was designed all along to go to the left flat. They knew if they could get that player the ball in space, he was going to make something happen. He did exactly that.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Trying to make magic with his feet. Breaks into the open.
I got Material Legal on here. I got this nigga John Material Legal on here.
And he scored! Touchdown, Oklahoma! Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts.
Oh, Material not looking like that.
Their heads together over on the sideline.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't know. Mount Vernon might have a Firewater burger. These small towns got them Firewater burgers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
You gotta get like a honey biscuit or like a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich or like a patty melt. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get like one of them all-time favorites. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
It's Smothers. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And the offense has a little bit of success.
I don't know. I don't really like green hatchback chili burgers, but like everybody loves them hoes. Them green hatch chili burgers. I'm not really a burger person, so. Yeah, Whataburger 24. Yup, Whataburger 24/7. That's a good thing about Whataburger. 11:11. Breakfast 11 a.m. 11 p.m. to 11 a.m.
Tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae.
Yeah, them honey biscuits go hard. I'm a late bloomer to the honey biscuits. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a late bloomer. I used to always get the Bobs. I always used to get the Bobs. Appreciate y'all. Bobs. The breakfast Bobs. Breakfast Bobs on Saturdays. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah, get an all-time favorite. If you want a burger, get like a green hatchback or like a patty melt. If you like chicken, get like a honey chicken strip sandwich. What I like to do is I like to substitute my honey barbecue with cream pepper sauce sometimes. Ooh. That honey biscuit fire.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense.
Some people like the taquitos. I used to like the taquitos. I'm not really a taquito person anymore.
Make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Got his man.
That ain't gonna work, man. You know what you want to do now. You know what you want to do. Come on.
Now a timeout call by the Sooners.
You know what you want to do now.
They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Mateer.
How the f***?
Big tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels like the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
He dropped it.
Make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Damn, he said he don't like no next.
By the quarterback here, he extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Throws to that's caught. It's Sategna. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17.
Pinch head.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone.
He said start talking Spanish. For real, that cream pepper sauce. Wow. Ooh.
He's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one.
He caught it. That completes inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
No! What?
Down Sooners! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation.
Oh, I hate Oklahoma. I hate John Mateer. This nigga's trash. John, you so trash. Can't wait till we bust your ass this year.
And the clock. This is something
So
we practice
terrible.
all season long, and
Yeah,
they
y'all gotta
execute
fix
the
that,
2-minute
man.
perfect
Oh,
here at the
well,
end
he
of the
was not
half.
supposed to run that in.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Now on the move.
Oh my God!
He gets into the end zone to convert, and they'll tack on a couple right before the half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
If he comes out and put that in.
Just enough time for one final play of the half.
Cam.
Quarterback making
Cam.
checks. Arch Madness. Oh, they're after him. They get to
My
him
bad,
as
Cam.
he
If I had
falls.
one more second. I'm about to fire it up to him.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
I gotta score. I gotta get one-on-one with I gotta get one-on-one.
And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is
Catch,
such
Mosey.
a big deal. Like, I get the first
good catch,
chance
Mosey.
to make a statement, to make the
Hey, Sticky,
adjustments,
I'm
to
busy
create
right now,
some
man.
momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Man, if I
When
can
offenses
get
get further down like
one-on-one.
this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle.
He lobs one high down
need
the
it.
left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Wide open downfield. And
Oh, wait, Cam.
off to the races.
Boy, Cam
Finally
Coleman.
tripped
Good
up
shit,
at
boy.
the 36. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There's no question where
He
the
was supposed to
quarterback was
just
going with that
bounce
football.
back and keep
All
going.
week
He wasn't
long,
supposed
they
to do all
decided
that.
on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage.
Catch the ball! Man, get him out the game. I'm so tired of this fucking.
Going to get back in the football game. Those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. Takes the easy completion. Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Here's Arch to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication.
Oh, my God. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Brown again.
Fuck!
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Shit. Appreciate you stopping by, Olo. You be safe on that motherfucking road, man.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The kicker will reset. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance
Shit,
to
too.
field
He's
position
fucking fun with
here.
that.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the move. Quarterback gets the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Maybe a crease. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They
I'm telling you, John Mateer is fucking torching us. This nigga is torching us. He is fucking torching us.
call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That big play putting it in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Sategna. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Nice first down defense. Great job of being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Snagged out of the air. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tries to get it himself. And they go to the quarterback sneak on 2nd down, and they might have to reach a little deeper in the playbook. Stuff again. No running room on the last 2 plays. Can they find a crack on 3rd and goal? Push forward on the sneak. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Here's Xavier Robinson, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a 1st down. Oh, and here they go again. 1st down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer. On to attempt the try. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, eat that clock.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him, bring him down for a TFL.
Fires left.
Big conversion by the offense there with
fresh set of downs. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback keeper. Could be an alley. Picks up the 1st down. Still on his... And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He would not be denied.
And that is an outstanding effort offensively to score again. But what's been going on with the tackling defensively? That's been the biggest issue. Sometimes football just comes down to fundamentals or lack thereof. And that's been the case defensively. Just not able to wrap up and get these offensive players onto the ground. 2 huge broken tackles on that long explosive play. And that's been the story for this defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Arch is going to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Deep shot for the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Wingo. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Manning to the air again. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the...
For the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Going the other way, and he's got room. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception has set up great field position.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Third down following the sack by the D. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. It was the Sooners who put the horns down in Dallas today in the Red River Showdown, and they'll take that golden hat north of the river. That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's the LSU Tigers and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe's down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Smothers.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Right back to him on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Wants to adjust the pattern. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Longhorns will punt this one away. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It Smothers. Breaks the tackle. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
To throw, Manning. Looking to scramble. Firing to the right, complete. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Man, this quarterback's got some speed. You see him use those wheels to get outside. He was on the run, nobody even close to him defensively before he was able to find an open target to get the first down.
The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Back to pass, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, break out the oxygen tanks. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how...
What did the person say?
They just told me it was a shooting. Because I looked in his stores, I kept calling him or whatever. I think last time I told him like want something. They're like it was a shooting. I'm like, well, where everybody at? They was like, everybody gone to the hospital. They're like, Julio card is still right there. So I'm like, well, somebody must be dead in there or something like that. And they were like, but they didn't ever tell me that. So I got on the phone. I had called his aunt. I was like, I need somebody to ride to Tampa with me because it was a shooting. So as we getting ready to go to Tampa, I'm backing out. Legino.
D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Making sided adjustments here. Manning. Coleman open on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on the net.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is. They know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he fights his way forward, but not much doing on that one. Third down from the gun, Manning. Going long. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down.
And right now it looks like there's 12, 13, 14 guys on defense. I mean, last possession you saw them.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Manning. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Might be changing the route. Here's Manning to throw. Coleman's got it on the right side. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stops, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a third time.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Using the quick game. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Throwing Manning. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Manning. Snagged on the outside. It's Wingo. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Smothers. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Got a little grass. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Arch Madness. On the left side, here's Coleman. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense has finally put a good drive together, a really good opportunity here. Got to be smart with the football. Don't get too aggressive. Got to get points, but a chance to tie this up going into the half. And considering this offense hasn't played great, that would be a big win.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. He'll be stopped on the return right at the 30-yard line, and helps out this offense a few extra yards in field position. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Levin. With the catch, it's Harris. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Using his legs, it's Berry. Found a little bit of room and picked up 8 before he was stopped, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Throws to the tight end. And he lays out and snags it down the left side.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Off play action on 1st down. Fakes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in. where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, it's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcats. On the direct snap, it's Berry. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
After getting stopped on that second down, I won't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on third.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Here's Arts to throw. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Under fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Can they catch him? Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. And that one, I don't think, went the required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Still working. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
And just pressure. You got to love the ability to get to the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. And then the cherry on the sundae, Jesse.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He unleashes a long one. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. And they capitalized.
I should have swatted it down. Fuck. I should have swatted it down. That's stupid.
This field position.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Handoff for Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they
Fires one high and deep. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making adjustments. Manning to throw for it on 4th. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now throwing 3 picks in this game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the 1st down out of the Wildcat.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Looking for a huge play. Makes the grab on the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
That's a really nice job hauling that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defense.
Might have a chance. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And you can't get it all back in one play, but I really like that 2nd down, man. I mean, that's a big positive chunk. You sneak the run in. They weren't thinking about the run. They were thinking pass after that disaster of 1st down, what it was. So you kind of make this a little bit more manageable, easier play call now on 3rd down.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in his...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a deep man. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen.
And he's still running after the move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. Arch is going to throw for it. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Offense changing the play. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Running inside, it's Coleman fighting off the defender. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Guys, LSU has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. We'll start this 4th quarter as they line up for the field goal try. And he got it! Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To throw, Manning. Oh, they're after him. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. The run from the shotgun. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Texas! Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So they take advantage of good field position and move it 46 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Now on 1st down from the 28. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. They on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marking at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a...
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. Wide open, and it's a foot race. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. The run inside. It's Coleman. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Manning. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free. 4th down is coming up.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. Yeah, I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing. But I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
It's complete. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this is a big moment. The wide receiver, he knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. That would through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's big. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you've now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smart.
Going deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover. All the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. from both sides filling the stadium. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes against the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Joel Klatt and Holly Rose patrolling the sidelines for us today. Hey, Holly.
Coach Ryan Day told me before the game, Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. And challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoff next year. And that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. The Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Running out of time in the pocket. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. For the defense, sending a message throw and setting the tone on the very first pick.
Goodness, we're barely settled up here. I can barely get my charts in front of me. We got a sack already. This defense said they wanted to get after him, and they did so right away.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Got him opening here. Look out, he's loose. Past the 40. Inside the 30. Here he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State. No chance to catch him there.
You can't start any better than that as an offense. You get that ball, and you go right down the field for a score. You know, a lot of times these offensive coordinators create scripts the first 10 or 15 plays. They map them out during the week. Well, this one was mapped out perfectly.
Here's the point after attempt. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team out there. They are for down. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. From the shotgun now.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down.
Picked off. Brought down. Picked off. Brought down after the return, but a huge takeaway at this moment.
I always wonder, Chris, just how quickly these quarterbacks can forget about a mistake. And listen, they're going to happen. You're going to throw interceptions, but the great ones come back right away, and they play better because of them. We'll see how he reacts the rest of the game.
They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving.
This O-line is doing work. Doesn't have to be a big gain in the run game to be successful. Here in a short yardage situation, they're able to just hand it off and let the big fellas up front do work. They're able to pick up that first down. Good job up front.
They make the stop, but not before a solid.
It's so good after the catch and hard to bring down. And you can see right here, he's able to secure the ball and then get some yards after the catch, breaking tackles in the process.
They call the draw play here. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7.
This defense has got to play better. He just throws the ball away. Now you've got third down. Look for your best player right here.
And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, yeah, I know they'd love to get into the end zone, but Chris, I think in this situation you take the points. There's a lot of game left, and you've got to cap this drive with points. You cannot go out there and fail on a 4th down and walk off the field. You give all the momentum to that opposition if you do that. It's a nice job capping off that drive with points, and that kick was beautiful. Right down the middle. Some serious confidence for this kicker going forward.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. To throw, it's Manning. That's caught. It's Coleman. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Longhorns come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another 1st down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield. Well, Chris, it wasn't technically a pass breakup, but there was nowhere to go if he even caught that. And in fact, I think he was even hearing some of the footsteps. You got to understand the drop because the defense was all over it.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now left with 2 of them in the 1st half. Longhorns will have to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the 1st time this afternoon. Oh, it landed at the 7 and bounced into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. They can't get him to the ground. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Chris, there are some players that when they have the ball in their hands, they just hate to be tackled. And that's this guy. He's always fighting for extra yardage, and here he's able to get 2, 3, 4, 5 extra yards after contact.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Crosses to the 45. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47.
Chris, coming in, we knew that the strength of this offensive line was the right side, and they prove it here. Great blocks, allowing the running back to get to the perimeter, and now you've got to set up those perimeter blocks, which he's able to do for a big gain.
Breaks into the clear. They finally get him down, but that's a huge chunk play. Offense getting momentum as we wrap the 1st quarter up. Ohio State is on top here, Joel. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now, this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, you're supposed to build the defense front to back and inside out. None of that happens here. This offense hits them right down the middle. That is way too easy. They're going to have to change this scheme immediately. Call something different on defense right now. Great defense here and really good timing, because anytime you're going to bat that ball away, there's always a chance you're going to arrive too early and create a pass interference. But here the defender times it perfectly, swats it away for an incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Manning. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Boy, that is such good timing by the defender. Chris, they're trying to get the ball to the tight end, but right as the ball arrives, you can tell there's some contact there, and he's able to jar it loose and create the incompletion.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Now someone moved just a bit too early, and it'll cost him 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's third down. Out of the gun now on third down. A deep shot to the left side. Nice grab there. Would be enough for a first down, but they say he was out of bounds. Bring up fourth down.
No, Chris, as a quarterback, if you're going to work...
Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down on their own end of the field. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's another deep shot. And it's broken up nicely. Defensive stop and turnover on downs. They did not make it short on fourth down.
Well, they told us they were going to be aggressive, but man, this is super aggressive here on offense, going for it on your side of the 50, and this is going to lead directly to a scoring opportunity for the opposition. If you're going to go for it in this situation, you better have something up your sleeve where you know you can convert, but they don't, and the ball's going the other way.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Johnson. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Chris, I think the best way to defend these drag routes is getting some contact early in this route. You've got to jam this wide receiver, in particular with his original alignment. If he gets a clean release, you're probably going to get that ball completed as an offense. So jam the wide receiver.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. They got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series. It really comes down to rhythm, Chris. And right now, it just doesn't feel like the quarterback is in rhythm. Listen, it's there. They can complete this ball, but again, just not on the same.
He's got space. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. There was no catching him that time. To the explosive touchdown play by this elite running back. The new coming in, Joel. This was the guy who's got to carry this offense, and wow, has he stepped up.
I'm so impressed when we all know who the guy is going to be. He's the focal point of the offense. Guess who knew that? The defense. And yet they still can't stop him. That's how good he is and how good they are in front of him on the O-line. Terrific job by this group. Great game plan, and obviously getting your star going, that's a huge plus.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team, does their job and secures the recovery. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Decides not to throw it and will take an enormous loss on this set.
Outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
Long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Not all drops are created equal, and on third down, it just bigger drop. And trust me, nobody feels worse than this wide receiver. So as a quarterback, you go over to the sideline, you've got to make sure to go up to that player, and you've got to be a leader. Tell him, hey, we're going to come back to you. We need you the rest of this game. He cannot go in the tank after that drop.
First play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick catch. Look out, he's got space ahead. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
They're doing such a good job of recognizing coverage, watches the wide receiver, sees it it's man, so he continues to run in his route. And as a quarterback, you've got to understand that your window is going to be tighter. You're not looking for an open gap. No, you're trying to look for a window and a matchup that you like. He finds it with his wide.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway was a huge play for this defense.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes and these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Grab down the middle. It's Smith. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Timeout taken by Texas. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half. Sorry to interrupt, Joel, but this offense is going to go for it here on fourth down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off. That's going to be a turnover on downs for the offense.
What a massive stop by this defense. This game could have spiraled out of control right there. If they can come back and create some momentum in the second half, we're going to point back to this stop right here. This is the catalyst if they come back.
And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. Second down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. No huddle here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Look out, he's in the clear. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. At the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Holy cow, Chris, this feels like a 14-point swing. Like
In a way that I shouldn't even be attacked for just putting clothes on my back. It don't make sense to me. So back to the topic. Yes, I speak to the police. Yes, I tell the people, I told the police exactly what happened. And when I filed that police report in October of 2024, now knowing all of these different things, it falls on deaf ears. Nobody does anything. Why? More power, more money.
it's in the end zone, and he takes it back 100. My goodness, that is an enormous play in this game and will totally change the momentum going forward.
The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. Let's start with the 25. This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw. It's Manning. Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. And the pass ball is incomplete on the final play of this first half. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. That's caught. It's Brown. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down.
If you're going to be great at this position, you've got to have a short memory, and that's being tested today. You've got all these interceptions, and yet down in this game, so you've got to sling it. And I tell you, that's a beautiful throw, and certainly a confidence builder after a real shaky start to this game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
We normally see this guy make this play, and as a big tight end, you've got to play through contact. You've got to expect that you're going to get contacted right when that ball arrives, and it looked like he was almost surprised. He's got to make that catch.
Looking to throw yet again. Grabbed by the receiver. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Longhorns moving quickly down the field here.
That is such an important conversion to keep your offense on the field. They're trying to execute this comeback here in the second half. They need points.
Look out, he's breaking. Oh, and he fumbles. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
was
Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. It's the Texas Longhorns against the Miami Hurricanes. As always, great to have Holly Rowe reporting from the sidelines. Holly, what do you have?
Miami's head coach told me before the game he understands the SEC is a line of scrimmage league. That's why he is really trying to prove that the ACC can battle with them in the trenches. He said this will be a huge matchup to test his team, and he'll have to be very good on the play calls. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Longhorns will kick this away to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. A quick juke. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
Man, this is such a solid job of attacking the defense with your best players. This game, the coaching staff said, hey, listen, our wide receiver is going to have to touch the football. Whether we're throwing it to him in traditional passing concepts, maybe a screen, or here in the run game, he's going to impact the game, and this is a nice, solid game. Really an exploit.
And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Canes. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Now the Longhorns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. Now left with 2 of them during the first half. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Moves his way for a first down to the 35. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Boy, I really love the rhythm that this offensive line is in. Staying out of third down, being able to run the football.
It's a fumble behind the line. The defense has got it.
This is so difficult as a quarterback when the pocket collapses all around you. There's nowhere to escape, but you have to protect the football. There's really nowhere to go. He can't make a hero play, but you can't put the ball on the ground. Nice job by that defense, collapsing the pocket, getting the ball out.
Running back has it on a screen now. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15.
What an advantage for this offense that they have players that they can dump the ball off to on short completions, and then they can take it yards after the catch and create explosive plays. And here, again, it's about timing, getting the ball out quickly, and then the playmaking ability of these players on the outside. Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, this is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone, that's exactly what they did.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Looks to the left, and it's complete.
Confidence. Now you feel like you can do that over and over and over again. This play caller needs to start putting the ball in his hands now. You build the momentum through a completion like that. You got to utilize it. Go back to that well.
And you wisely throw that one away.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Dropping back, it's Manning. And the ball is hauled in.
Chris, I know this sounds crazy, but these are some of my favorite plays as a former quarterback. You get off coverage, and you can just take 3 yards. You take them, and now you're in manageable situations. So as a quarterback wide receiver, I know this looks like nondescript play, but man, these are important. Creating second and short, third and short. Nice job by this offense.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They make the tackle, but he converts on fourth down. He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare.
What a great conversion, and they pay off that gutsy call from their head coach to go for it on fourth down. In the pocket, the quarterback needs to pick a matchup and then be on time with the ball. The wide receiver is able to get past the sticks before he turns, and it's a completion and a first down.
That holding penalty makes it 1st and 20 now. Wants to throw it. Caught! He's wide open. Look out! And he'll be brought down. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but nice gain. Sets them up first down at the 14. Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Back to pass. It's Manning. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they trap him for a sack. As we take a break for the quarter, it's Miami on top. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second. Is this week again?